Most of the investors oftenly think what is the right time to invest and when to exit. Let's say, for example, how do we know the instrument or stock or whatever it is that actually reached its peak, and from then it can only come down. Then how do we figure this? According to me, there are two ways that we can use to figure this out. Let me explain this. This is the Nifty charts daily frame, daily time, right? So one method is to draw patterns or a channel. Let me write a channel. You can take any of the bar. It can be any bar. Let's say I'll take this bar. I draw one channel to downwards and another channel to upwards. The angle can be anything. Over a period of time that will get adjusted, and let's see. Let's say this Nifty, it touched here and it started rejecting it. So now if you want to properly align, you can just adjust this. So from here it touched the bottom of the channel and then went to touch this top of the channel and start rejecting it. Now what you need to do, since this breakout happened, either you can actually extend this one where it happened, or you just move that actually this thing. For example, if this is here, just move down to here and adjust this. Let's say we are keeping this here so that we can actually understand what is the range of this movement that's happening. And similarly the upward channel as well, then either you can move this way and adjust this, or you can keep it till this here so that you can understand the overall trend that what's happening. Now since we have drawn the channel using this particular bar, now let's go back to historically also whether that's aligned to that. Most probably it will align. If not aligned, we can actually make the adjustments. For example, let's say this is the channel we have written, and this is called middle of the channel. This is very important to understand. Top of the channel, middle of the channel, low end of the channel. Let's say I'm here, I just want to move this bar here. So this Nifty is moved up, hit the top and started coming back. So once it comes down, then only thing that you need to do is just move this down so that it exactly stops where it's, see, it came down, it stops here and again goes to the top and comes back. So you can adjust it a little bit. If you want to adjust angle, anything of that nature, you can do that. Now from top it started coming down, and once it break out, just move again. See, exactly it will stop here and again broke up. It goes like this. So we are here. Now we are here. This is a channel, and when it did not come down fully. So the probability that then from now onwards it can go up. Then you just move the channels to like this. So you touch the middle of the channel, there is some price action happened. It's middle of the channel, always there is some price action happens. So either it can come down or it will stay some time and then go up. Okay. Now since it actually crossed above, just move that actually till the middle of the channel. Right. Now it just crossed the middle of the channel, then after that starting red. So then again bring it back here. So middle of the channel, some price action happened. After that it just follow. So again drop it here. So come here, middle of channel, some price action, it just come down. and did not stay here. Again it has come down middle of the channel. Now see, it's staying here. Similarly, this way also, say for example, if it comes, let's say we are here and now I'm moving here, this middle of the channel, I move here, I move here, I move here. See, it's very easy to predict. Say for example, it hit the middle of the channel, then went to the top, and then after started coming down again. There's the middle of channel. Tried to go up, did not go. So either you can move also like this, right? So unless this crosses, there is no need to buy. It will only goes down. This is where we are. This is one way approach to figure out. Other approach is like a box theory. I call as a box theory. Let's say this is the range that Nifty is actually say trading. You create any one particular range. Now once it is fall, then it did not even come to the middle of the channel, so it's went down. So drag to the down, for example, here. So this is actually stayed within this range. So when it reaches the bottom of the channel, it goes up. Now since it's crossed, just move to the middle of the channel and did not cross the middle of the channel. Then it comes again, there is some action happening in the middle of the channel, comes down. Now touched the bottom and went up. So it's crossed. So again move to here. So now since that you can keep on adjusting the channel. Okay, now here this is the range. Touch the bottom of the channel, touch the middle of the channel, try to come here. No, it did not come. Then it actually try to, either you can keep it here or you can also move up like this, right? So now let's move to middle of the channel. Again middle of the channel, some action happened. So then after the breakout happened, then go there. Then I can go to the middle of the channel, and then you more or less figure out when it reaches the top of the channel, only the probability is to come down and come down with the same width. Stopped here, dropped again. So in this range, it's always stays here, and whenever it's top of the channel, it will always tend to come down. Most of the time what happens is either it's actually comes to middle of channel, or it might go up, or it can come down. Now whenever comes down and when you try to go up, if this can't cross the middle of the channel, the highest probability is that it will go down further. So just bring it down. So here it still went down. So from here again drop that happened. Okay. So this is where we are. So either it can come down here, from here again go up, or it can further down. Generally what happens is, let's say this is actually moving average. These are all the lines are moving average. This is moving average 5, this moving average 10, this moving average 20. This 20 is very, very important. Now what happens is, whenever the stocks goes above 20, it will try to hold this 5. The moving average 5 try to push the stock up, up, up and up. So once it get tired and then there is no way it can move up, it will try to come to the next support level and try to push it again. And if it doesn't crosses the previous high of this moving average, this will come down to the previous next moving average. For 10, it will go to 20. Now 20 try to push it up. If it push it up, it's great. If it doesn't push it up, then again go to the hit the next moving average, that is 200 moving average, for example. It can be, you can put more averages like 50, 100 and so on. But 200 is a very, very important because this is the mother of all the moving averages. Whenever any stock touches 20, it's definitely some action happens, either goes up or goes down and so on. Anything is above 200 is a strength, anything below 200 is a weakness. So either it can come down further and stops here, I mean it's reversal here, or from here also it can reverse. Okay, this is the two ways that we can actually figure out whether this stock or instrument or anything, that actually whether to figure out when to invest and when to exit. So one more thing I want to share this here. Let's say I have drawn, let's draw a channel here, downward channel and an upward channel. So always try to invest when the instrument is the bottom of the both channel. For this channel, this is the bottom. For this channel, this is the bottom of the. This is most of the time. This is the way actually this tend to happen like this. Now, whenever that actually the stock instrument is the top of the both the channels, it's always can come down. So, okay. Now let's say here go here. So this top of the channel, it'll come down. So it comes down, middle of the channel, some action, nothing happened. So probably it might come down here, or it might hit this. Most probably it might hit here. That is actually a 24. Or by the time some action happens, 20 moving averages move somewhere here, and from here it can pick up. The same funda, let's analyze some of the stocks. Let's go to Reliance. If you are a long-term investors like holding for multiple years, I think then it's better to refer monthly. And if you are 1 year kind of a range, then it's better to refer weekly or daily time frame. But everything works in a similar fashion. So now let's analyze Reliance in a monthly time frame. Let's take I will take, let's say for example, any bar. I will draw one downward channel and upward channel. Angle could be anything, and just stop it. Now if you see here, this stock's Reliance is hits here, rejecting it actually middle of the channel, comes down and went up, touched the top of the channel, again came down, hit the bottom and so on. Now again touched here, but it did not cross the middle of the channel here. So the next thing is just to move the channel to downwards. Now see what happened. From here it came and exactly stopped here and went, touched the top of the channel. Now since it's now here it's not touched the bottom of the channel, that means probably it will go higher than this. Whenever stock doesn't touch the bottom of the channel and start reversing prior to that, it's tend to go higher than previous high. So how do you just move this one here and see exactly it will actually touch here. Okay? Just adjust this and here touch the bottom of the channel. Now most historically when it touches 20, this tend to go up, Reliance Industry, but we don't know, we need to see that. If it goes up, it can go like this, or if it drops, then again you need to put it here, then the probability of dropping also can happen till here, and from here it can go up. And the situation is great. It can, it can come to 200 is a very unlikely in a monthly. Daily it can come, probably in a weekly it can come, not necessarily. Weekly also it's, I do not see any historically except maybe COVID time. None of the time actually come, but only daily it can come. Monthly it's very unlikely to touch 200 until unless it's a so weak stock. Okay, let's go to monthly. So if you are an investor, I think maybe Reliance is the time to invest, I believe, because it's touched 20 and it's a bottom of the channel and so on. Only thing is you need to start investing only when it starts showing a green. Without green, don't invest. Now let's go to, let's say, HDFC Bank. HD Bank's again monthly chart. You can monthly historically HDFC Bank, it actually given a significant growth during this time, but after COVID actually it's struggling a bit. It always going, following that actually 5 and then 10, 20 and so on. This is a COVID time. Then picked up. After that it's actually struggling. So now how do we know? So let's again draw both the channel, upward one and downward one. Now if you see, most probably this is following this channel, and you adjust this. It touches here, comes down, touches here, comes down, and it actually touches the bottom of the channel here. So next time it did not even go and touch the top of the channel. That means it can make further lows than this. So bring it down to this level. So probably it will stop here, and it actually going here, it touching here. This is what the action happening. So either it can come down or it can go up. This is from upward channel perspective. You can also analyze from a downward channel perspective as well. Now current it's the middle of the channel. Let's move to the middle of the channel to here, and here actually touched, and this goes here, comes down, goes down, comes down. Now this is crossed. So now let's put it in the middle of the channel. Let's say move here. See, it touched here. Either it can come and touch, and from here it can go up and so on forth. This one way. Another way is again box theory, where this is the box. Now this is cross this box. Now go up to this level. Same width. Go up. Sorry, let me come down. Same width. Crossed. Go up. Now it's crossed here. You just maybe move up. Now since it crossed, either you can move down like this, so it will actually stops there, or since the range is there, you can also extend to that level. Okay, so now this is the HDFC bank range. It goes here, comes down, goes up, comes down, goes up, comes down, goes up, comes down. Now you see this did not touch the lower of the channel, so the probably it might go above the previous highs. So what you do, just move here, so it will touch it. Actually can go only max this level, so it went here. So then after that it's just waiting, so it might go also. Let's say if it all goes up, it will go to this level. It will go to this level. After that again it start coming down. Okay, if at all from here it's going up, then again move this to channel here, max it can go here, and so on. So you can easily figure out at the what level max that can go, then after that you can exit and so on forth. Now let's go to, let's say for example, Infi again, it's a monthly charts. Infi, the thing is, after COVID actually it gave in a significant run, and whenever it gets a significant run, it's a high probability it will continuously grow. Of course there are some stocks that continuously keep growing. There are many examples, but typically it doesn't happen, so it will compensate by consolidating here. Let's see here how it happens. Let's again draw both the channels. Since it's already established, you can draw channels easily, but how do you predict a feature? That I'll come to little later. So here it started dropping here. Actually, say for example, we don't even know. Let's say we are here. I know only this bar. I know this only this bar. I'm dropping here. Touch this thing. It went up, stopped here, come down, but it's actually broken. So then you need to push it down like this, so that exactly see how you know it will stop, or you just extend that to here, so that you know the full range. From here it goes to middle of the channel and try to go up, but upward channel, middle of the channel hit, and again came down here and went up. It touched this and came down and just again moved on, because this went little downside now. See, again touch the middle of the channel and staying. So upward also you just move like this, and if it goes above, just adjust this particular thing. So either it comes here, rejection here, and so on forth. Okay, similarly box. So if this was the bar and it came down, it went up, so it a bit it went up, bring it down, so this dropped, so bring it here, so even further dropped, again one more time bring it down, so it will stop here. So bottom of the channel, up of the channel, goes on, goes on, goes on, goes on. Now it went up, just move out here, came down, hit the bottom of the channel, tried to go up. It couldn't go to the top of the channel, so bring it down and down, it will stop. So it went up, touched the top of the channel and tried to come down, but did not come down. It stopped at the middle of the channels. If it stops middle of the channel and there is a green, it is tend to go up. Bring it here, again bring it here. So this, you know that no, this is the top of the channel, it comes down. Once it comes down, again bring it the bottom of the channel, it stops here, goes here and goes here, okay, and also goes here. So you know exactly where it hits. The problem is like this. One of the thing also is that any movement that happens, for example, this is one movement that happened, one green movement. Typically what happens is that from the even including the wick, you take the wick and take the top wick, max that happen. Most of the time what happens is when it gives a growth like this, it's always tend to come and hit the middle of the channel. 50% retracement that happens. When 50% retrace happens, there is a probability that it will start to reverse up, or it might even come down to this bottom of the channel. Okay. You can, let's say even a TCS or whatever it is. So it's the same thing, same fundamental. Either by drawing a channel or by putting up boxes, you can figure out what happening. See, comes here, it exactly touches the top of the channel and coming and hit the middle of the channel. Here, see, this is a 5, it pushed up, came down to actual 10, it pushed a little higher, then after that could not push down, it's coming down. Now the probability that now it will come to 20, because anything that try to push it to extent, then if it started coming down, it always go on to the next moving average. So probability it can come here, or you just move here and then you can also figure out either it will come, see for example, this will become part of the channel at the same time it also 20, it can go up. Okay, so like this we can do that. But the question now comes is, okay, these are all already established, it's very easy to draw, but what happens to predict a future? So in order to predict a future, let's see whether this fundamentals works on something which is going to happen in future. Now how do we know? Now currently anyway we cannot monitor this one because stock, I mean this is market is not up, but crypto trade 24/7. So let's see whether this works on crypto. The same fundamental works on any instrument. I'm going to actually say for example Bitcoin. Bitcoin, it's continuously trades. So let's go to the 5-minute channel, 5 minutes time frame, just to think, just to see whether this fundamental works. Now see, just to see this thing, this is actually say for example, if you go to the weekly, it was following a trend, a channel like this. It's a downward trend. Whenever hit, it comes down, goes up, comes down, goes up, and so on. But this time there is a breakout that happened. Okay, this is a high level, but let's go to see whether this fundamental works. First of all, here also, say for example, here also actually this is a 5-minute. See, this is actually the channel. It will goes up, comes down, goes up, comes down, goes up, comes down. But it's not, did not come. It stopped middle. Just move up. So it stops there. Again, middle of the channel. Just move up. So it did not hit the top of the channel. Now bring it down. See, again it stopped here. Exactly stops there. So now it's crossed. Just to move middle of the channel. See, exactly it stops there. Middle of the channel went up, it's come down. Now it's middle of the channel only. So whenever it's middle of the channel, it's bring it down here. See, bottom of the channel hit, went up, and so on. Okay. Now let's see what happens in now. Currently, its market is running. Let's see how do we figure out this. Now let's draw a channel, for example. This is trading, by the way. Now currently it's inactive. this is bottom of the channel, up it went and it hit 20 moving average. Whenever there is 20 moving average hits, there will be some price action happens. Now it went up and further went up and so on. Now it's not touching, so let's move this to down here. And let's see what happens. So now what is the situation here is, so it was in a downtrend following actually say 5 moving average, then hit 10, went up, touched the middle of the channel, came down, again started going, it crossed 20. Now whether the cross 20, then we need to see that now whether it can sustain go up or it will actually comes down either. Okay, now see what's happening here. So it went up, it came down. Okay, let's also box theory also I'll explain here. So this is the bar, right? Now whenever the bar, as I mentioned that, right, any up that happens, the probability that happens is that now from top it will come and touch the middle of the channel. See, it touched the middle of the channel. Then after that it actually started going up. But how much it go up? Let's move this to the middle of the channel. See, it exactly stops here. And from the top of the channel it's coming down, it touched the middle of the channel, but from here it could not go up. It's only the probability it comes down to the bottom of this one. But if it goes above from here, it can also go up. Let's see what happens. If it goes up, then what we do is we will just move and let's see whether this channel crosses. So since this is the big movement that happened, and this is the movement week to week. This is the big movement that happened. If this doesn't cross this, the probability of this one coming to the middle of the channel is very, very high. It will come. That means it will touch the 20 again and it might go up or it might even come down. But the probability it will touch here. Let's see what happening now. So we are here. So from the middle of the channel it's going up or below middle of the channel, or let's say. So whenever this is actually the width of this particular thing, this big movement happened, the probability happen the next moment also that big happens. Let's go here. So it went, touched the middle of the channel, did not come, again went. So basically it's above the middle of the channel now. If for this range, this is above the middle of the channel. So if it is above the middle of the channel, the probability of going up and hit this or hit this high. Let's see what happens. Whether it goes here or it will reject here. Even if it goes higher, 1 second, sorry. This is a 15 minutes thing. The 15 minutes, there is a, see here, it was downtrend. This was the downtrend. It went a bit come down and it's significant fall. So even if it comes, it might even come here. Let's go to the 5 minute. Earlier we were here. Sorry, we were here. This is the width. This is the width. This above the middle of the channel. Let's see whether this hits here or even here. crosses here, then again you can push it here like this, and it will keep on moving with this kind of a range. It will goes and touch middle of the channel. If the middle of the channel crosses, it goes up, otherwise it will comes down and so on. And stock, nothing goes in a straight line. Even if it go and touch here, it may not necessarily go with all the greens, etc., etc. So it will go green, and again maybe it will come to middle of the channel, again take up and so on. It will not go everything green, green, green like this. Though it's an uptrend, green, red, and so on. So basically for this bar, touches middle of the channel, again goes up, again it touches middle of the channel, goes up, and here also it can happen. It can come to the middle of the channel here and goes up, or it can also straightly go up. It may not necessarily go in a straight up, even the uptrend. So this is the way you can figure out when to exit and so on and so forth. As I mentioned, whenever you are investing, you always try to see when the instrument is bottom of the both of channel like this. The channel it's a bottom, and for this uptrend also bottom. This is the right time to do. And if it's top of the both of the channel, let's say for example, you are here and you are here like this, so sell it.